Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I figured I would go ahead and show you guys how I achieve my flawless, no makeup look. This is pretty much the look that I do when I go to work. So if you were ever wondering how I achieve my flawless, ethereal, gorgeous, amazing, incredible skin, go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, let's get this party started. I took a shower. It's 7 a.m. I should be sleeping, but I couldn't sleep. My mind has been racing a mile a minute, so I figured might as well film this little video for you guys. My face is pretty much clean for the most part. It looks a little bit crusty, but we're not going to get into that. This look is not going to be something super revolutionary. It's going to be something that's very, very basic. It's basically what I do on a day-to-day basis when I want to just perfect my skin a little bit and I just want to put my best foot forward. Obviously, we're going through a global pandemic right now and no one looks their best. But obviously, if you look good on the outside, you feel good on the inside. At least that's how I think. So this is also going to be a little bit of my daily morning routine when I wake up and the products that I like to use. The first product I like to use is the Black Tea for Kombucha Facial Treatment Essence. This is nice because it has anti-pollution and anti-aging benefits to it. And it's just basically going to make my skin really, really nice. And it's going to allow all the moisturizer that I put on top and the serums and things like that to penetrate deeper into my skin. My skin is really, really raw right now. I just shaved, and normally what will end up happening is my cheeks will get super red. As you can see, probably a little bit of redness. It will get super red, but then it's also going to get super, super dry. So I need something that's going to be hydrating, and it's going to create like a tacky surface for the makeup to kind of stick better to the skin. I'm also going to go in with the Dr. Dennis Gross Stress Rescue Super Serum. This one's so bomb. I stopped exfoliating as much as I normally would before because my skin, like I said, has been super, super dry. And I've been putting this serum right in the center of my face, right over here. Like, my skin's a little irritated from shaving. It gets super, super dry in that area too. This has been really helping me. It has adaptogens, it has superfoods in it. It's just chock full of so many good ingredients. Literally, I cannot live without it. It was one of my recommendations in my last video. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below. But it just leaves your skin so soft and supple and glowy. So next thing I'm going to go in with is my sunscreen. And the sunscreen that I've been using is the Biossance Squalene Sheer Mineral Sunscreen. I've been liking it. It seems like it's going to be thick upon first application. But it really shears... Oh, got my hair. It really shears down and protects your skin. And if you take away anything from this video, please take away that you need to wear SPF every day, because it doesn't matter how much makeup you put on your face, how much skincare you do. The sun, as great and amazing as she is, and as much as we need some vitamin D, is our enemy. It's gonna age us, it's gonna make us look crusty, and obviously, I intend to age very, very gracefully. So I'm not trying to age, honey. Absolutely not. So that pretty much wraps the skin side of things. My skin is nice and tacky, it's protected, it's hydrated, and now it's time to go in with my base product. I'm literally only going to use one product throughout this whole video on my face, and if you haven't tried Miss YSL All-in-One Glow, then you have not lived. It's so good. It literally gives you the look of perfect skin. I'm obsessed with it. I've been using it for probably a year and a half now. I'm in the shade B50. Now you'll notice when I apply it that it's gonna look a little yellow, but it really does even out, and I think these lights are not gonna do it justice, but this product is so good. It has hyaluronic acid, it's 70% water, and it just literally gives you the look of perfect skin. What I like to do is I take about I wanna say a pump and a half on the back of my hand. You can see that's what it looks like. I'm going to go in with the Morphe M439. This one is very dirty, so do as I say, not as I do, because I'm about to put bacteria on my face, but I can't be bothered to go ahead and wash my brush. I'm going to start stippling this onto the center of my face first with that brush, and then when I get to my forehead, I'm kind of buff like this. My forehead is one of my biggest insecurities regarding texture. For some reason, it's the area of my face that has the most lines, and right now I'm breaking out, so it doesn't look the cutest. But you can see how glowy that made my skin look, and how it gave me I want to say sheer to medium coverage. So up close, my skin looks really good. It looks nice and even. It covered the redness on my cheeks really, really well without actually making it look like I'm wearing too much. I mean, like, the proof is in the pudding. Like, do you see that? So that's one side to the other. You can see this side is, you can still see my visible redness. It looks a little bit dull. When I turn the side of my face, it doesn't really have that sheen. When I turn my side of my face here, it really has that nice glow. I'm also going to take it under the eyes, because I'm not going to go in with concealer, but this is going to help minimize the dark circles. So that's the product all blended out. As you can see, my skin looks nice and dewy, nice and fresh, nice and radiant. And that's exactly the look that I was going for today. So my camera stopped recording. The only thing I did is I went in with the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme to give myself a nice pout. I like to put it on the outer perimeter of my lips, normally where you would get filler. And I feel like it gives me a nice pout. If I put it in the center of my lips, I feel like it dries my lips out. And then I went in with the Afterglow Balm in the shade Dolce Vita from NARS. Just in the center, it's a nice flesh pinky tone. And I'm actually also going to take this on the back of my hand, like this. And I'm going to take that and put it on my cheeks. I don't know why I decided to do this, but when I was playing around and just trying to kind of figure out and revamp the way I do my boy makeup or my everyday makeup routine, I wanted to use blush, but I didn't want to use powder or cream blushes because I didn't want a lot of pigment and a lot of color, but I did want to place back some of the redness. And I feel like this is perfect because it gives me such a nice sheen and glow because this is like a balm and a glowy product. And usually I set it down with a little bit of powder just to kind of ensure that it stays put and the glow still shines through. So if you have a lip balm, try it on your cheeks. I mean, why not? So this next step is optional, but I like to go in with the Laura Mercier powder, and I like to lightly put a little bit of this product on the areas where I normally get a little bit oilier. So for me, that's like the T-zone, the nose, but I like to leave my cheeks alone because they're already dry from shaving. So I don't want to add products that's going to make them even more dry. But I feel like on the forehead, this helps just kind of like mattify a little bit and also help with the texture. Right, so that is the skin. As you can see, this camera doesn't really zoom in, but as you can see, it's nice and glowy. Doesn't look heavy, doesn't look overly done up. I love this technique because it just makes me feel better about my skin and it makes me feel better about like what I look like. So that's pretty much it. It's very, very simple. Not many steps at all. It just basically makes you look fresh, youthful, glowy. I'm gonna go ahead and change, put some contacts on, curl my lashes, and I'll be right back. That pretty much completes my no makeup look. I threw in some contacts. These are Pony Gray from Fresh Tone. I get them from this website called IQ Boutique. And if you wanted to save some money, 10%, you can use my code Rossini at checkout. I feel like an influencer. But no pressure, honestly, if you don't want to use a code, I really don't care. I also curl my lashes, and I use the Kevin Aquan lash curler, but honestly, any lash curler will do. You can honestly incorporate any products you have at home when it comes to skincare. These are just products that I personally like. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's all Rossini Ray. And until I see you next time, bye. So this is supposed to be a quick no makeup, and it's literally taking me an hour and a half to 2 hours to film because I talk so dang much.